Hey, what's going on, dudes? It's everybody. It's David and Jeff, and we are back with another video. Now, in this video, guys, I'm going to be talking to you guys about news that just broke today. If you guys don't know, I watched the NASCAR live stream that they had set up on YouTube that had to do with Front Row Motorsports and some big news that were going on with the team. And it has been announced that Front Row Motorsports will be expanding to a 3-car team after they bought BK Racing, I'm pretty sure. So their third car, they have David Gilliland right now, they have David Reagan right now, and the third car, we don't know the number yet, we don't know how the car will look like. It's definitely going to be a Ford, obviously, but the third driver of Front Row Motorsports will be Matt Tifft. Yes, Matt Tifft, the young man who almost basically won the Homestead race in the NASCAR Xfinity series. This guy is driven for Joe Gibbs. This guy is driven for Richard Childress in the Xfinity Series. Truck Series, I'm not too sure. But I do know Xfinity Series, he started out Joe Gibbs because he was driving the number 19 car. And then he switched over because I think him and Brandon Jones switched over. Yeah, Brandon Jones was driving the number 21 car, I think. Was it 21? I don't remember the number of that car, but I know Matt Tifft was driving the number 19. Then Brandon Jones is driving number 19. And then Matt Tifft is driving number 2 for Richard Childress. Now with this move, this brings in a lot of young drivers that are actually coming to the sport. Because you got Daniel Hemrick, you got, what's his name? The guy that drove Ryan Preece. You got a lot of young drivers that are coming into the sport, which means NASCAR is going to get more exciting with a whole bunch of young drivers coming into the sport. I'm excited for Matt Tifft because I think this guy is a very good, midfield runner, and I think he'll be the future of Front Row Motorsports because he realized, guys, that team doesn't really do good, but that team was only created 10 years ago. David Reagan said it was created 10 years ago, and he's been with the team for 5 years. Now, most of the big Sprint Cup teams have been around for 20 plus years or around something like that. If you think Hendrick, Penske, Richard Childress, and Roush, they've all been in NASCAR for over 20 years now. So this team is just, getting to hopefully be around Richard Childress and all those guys. Stewart-Haas is fairly new because Stewart-Haas was created in 2009? Yeah, 2009, because that was the first season Tony Stewart ran, and he made to the chase as an owner and driver. So with Matt Tifft coming into NASCAR next year, driving for Front Row Motorsports, I think this brings a lot of excitement to Front Row Motorsports, and I think this brings a lot of, nosemen to the team because the team has a very good and up-and-coming, exciting young driver. And that's going to bring a lot of exposure to the team. With the team already having 2 veterans on their team that have been in there, David Reagan also won 2 Monster Energy Cup Series races, both super speedways. That's going to be a lot of good things for Matt Tifft, a young driver coming in with 2 veteran drivers. They can teach him a lot of things. They can give him advice, how not to drive the cars, because most young drivers, when they come in, they just want to go in and just hit the gas button and just try and go all out to win. When you gotta play it safe, because the NASCAR Monster Energy Cup Series is not like the NASCAR Xfinity Series or the NASCAR Truck Series. It's a whole nother level, and this is going to be the biggest step Matt Tifft has ever made since he moved up to Xfinity Series when he started driving for Joe Gibbs. Now, do I see Matt Tifft actually driving for Joe Gibbs or Richard Childress later on if he does eventually leave, Front Row Motorsports? Possibility. Because JGR has contact with him, and Richard Childress has contact with him. So if Richard Childress ever, wants to have a 3-car team again after Paul Menard left, then I'm pretty sure he would hit Matt Tifft up. And, but Joe Gibbs Racing has a lot of young drivers that they could bring in, so they're fine. So I think Matt Tifft, if anything, if he does leave Front Row Motorsports in the eventual future, he will definitely sign with Richard Childress. And they will probably start a 3-car team. Because if you notice right now, Richard Childress only has 2 cars. The 31 of Daniel Hemrick. And then you got the 3-car of Austin Dillon. But anyway, guys, I want to know your guys' opinion on what you think about this Matt Tifft situation. And please do smash the like button. But anyway, guys, I will see you guys all tomorrow with another video, the intro video. Peace.